This one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge. It's certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Muscular approach does pay off here. Johnson. And it's Simons. Played out wide. Cross needs to be good. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pedro Porro makes the interception. Bentancur. Spence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Gabriel can get it clear. Johnson. Saliba gets it clear. Kudus. And he's there to clear it. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Pedro Porro clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Danso. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. Eze. And here's Colomwani. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Spence. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Nicely intercepted. Pedro Porro. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gabriel. Rice. Rice, nicely aimed pass. And that has been clubbed away. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Can he get onto this? Pedro Porro is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gabriel. Saka. Kudus does really well to win the ball there. Rice. Trossard. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's Colomwani. Talinia spread out to the left. Spence's cross. And it's Bentancur. Chance for a shot! Johnson is fouled. He's had a crack. Oh, crossbar! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Spence. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Calafiori.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Trossard, and it's played forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. Eze. Danso. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's a throw-in. Calafiori. And here's Trossard. João Palhinha. Oh, it's come loose. And the shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Out to the left it goes. That pass has been well intercepted. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. And hit. Great chance! Gabriel. Calafiori moved on forwards. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. João Palhinha. Van der Ven. First quarter of an hour gone. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Now it's Kudus. Kudus. Now he's got space here. Spence has it out wide and in space. Spence's cross. Trossard are looking to break at pace. Trossard. Now who's going to be first to this? Van der Ven. That's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Kudus. Kudus. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Too long, and over the line. Subimendi. Timber. Saliba. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Well read, and the danger is averted. Van der Ven. Bentancur. Van der Ven. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Oh, it's Johnson. This might spell danger. Deftly away. Ambitious ball here. He's going to be disappointed with that. Spence, and the keeper's got it again. Danso. Danso, made over towards the opposite flank. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Xavi Simons, Colomwani, oh, good spread. Subimendi. Rice. Trossard. Subimendi. Saka. Xavi Simons. Now it's Kudus. And it's Simons. Chance here to counter. Bentancur wins the duel this time. Van der Ven. Bentancur. Brennan Johnson. Now it's Colomwani. Gabriel with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Rice gets it away. Gabriel tries to clear. Trossard shifted upfield. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Trossard. He's having a shot! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And he's goes for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Colomwani. And it's Toro. And here's Kudus. And he's there to clear it. Referee's given a throw. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And back to the keeper they go. Danso. He's through here. Kudus. Trossard. Timber, and here's Saka, Eze, Timber, Saka, here it is crossed in, it is a corner. And the ball is out of play. Rice. Now it's Eze. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Danso. Danso, gently done. Has a quick glance. Saliba. Bentancur, and that has put paid to that. Brennan Johnson, and it's Simons. That has been knocked clear. Bentancur laid out to the left flank. And here's Xavi Simons. Over to the left. Bentancur. Can he finish? Calafiori gets it clear. Spence. And he has been fouled there. Rice can get it clear. Simons. He's cut it out. Saka. Zubimendi. Timber. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van de Ven. Xavi Simons. Trossard. Oh, great! And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Danso forwards and with intent. Kolomwani spread out to the left. Saka. Eze. Subimendi. Aim forwards. Danso gets over and intercepts. Trossard. Xavi Simons. That's been slipped through. That's a nicely shaped ball. And a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Out to the left it goes. He's in plenty of space here. Van de Ven clears it away. And it's Rice. And it's hoisted clear. Out for a throw. Can he deliver? Timber's cross. Vicario claims it without any fuss. Van de Ven forwards and with intent. Spence. And here's Johnson. Now it's Simons. Thinks about the shot. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's really well manoeuvred. Eze. Timber. Eze. Spence gets rid without sophistication. Rice. Eze. Johnson. And they can counter here. Johnson shifted upfield. He's found some space. Shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Xavi Simons clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And it's Eze. That is a little undercooked. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Good ball, good take. Trossard. Now it's Saka. Trossard. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Cross deflected behind for a corner. And that has been cleared. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's run loose here. Saliba. Out to the right. Lovely feet. Saka knocks it out wide. And it's Rice. Timber proves just a little bit too strong. Colomwani proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Nice physical challenge. Proves too strong. Xavi Simons. Now it's Johnson. Out towards the flank. And here's Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani has got himself a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's gone for it! Nice interception, well timed. Saka. Trossard. Zubimendi gently done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Danso. Spread out to the left. Saka. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Clearly not happy with that. Now it's Colomwani. Colomwani showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shot, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. And they've got rid. Saliba. Moved on forwards. Pedro Porro with the clearance. Trossard. Xavi Simons. Now it's Johnson. Brennan Johnson. Raya. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Rice. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's found a way through. Back in once more. He's dealt with that well. And it's played forward. And he's on his way. Bentancur. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Trossard. Eze. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Eze is offering a right smile there.
Danso. Kudus. Colomwani. João Palhinha. Van de Ven. Bentancur. Van de Ven. Played towards the other side. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Trossard. Gabriel. Zubimendi. Timber. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Rice. That has been cut short. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Colomwani. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Colomwani really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Trossard, aim forwards. Now it's Eze. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Saka moves short. There are a few waiting for it. Saka. And it's Zubimendi. And here's Trossard. Oh, nice touch. And here's Trossard. Trossard! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Spence. Bentancur. Over to the left. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Brilliantly cut out. Spence. Brennan Johnson. Spence. He's in a great position. Colomwani! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Bentancur cuts it out. Pedro Porro. Danso. João Palhinha. Danso. João Palhinha. Danso shifted upfield. He has found the way through. Gabriel, some resolute defending there. Trossard. Now then, the ball's come loose. Saka played out to the left flank. Bentancur is there, and he can get that clear. And he's there to get it away. João Palhinha. Now it's Simons.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That looks a good ball through. And that was very necessary. a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Pedro Porro gets it away. Defending of the desperate variety. Saka. Zubimendi. Timber. Rice. Timber. Zubimendi. He's free, he has got space. Calafiori, and he thumps it clear. Van de Ven. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Palhinha forwards and with intent. Eze. Rice. Saliba. Rice. Saliba chooses to go cross-field. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Johnson played into space. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. That is lovely. And it's Bentancur. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Pedro Porro with the short one. Calafiori gets good distance on it. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Saka. Can he spark a counter here? Calafiori. Trossard! It's anyone's ball now. Saka. Now it's Colomwani. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Spence goes on a run down the left wing. Cleared away. And it's Bentancur. Otobert has been caught there. It's a foul. Having a go. Trossard.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Xavi Simons, that's an imaginative pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Zubimendi. Saliba, gently done. Kudus. Bentancur. Moved on forwards. That has been knocked clear. Incoming delivery. Danger averted for now. Danso. Pedro Porro. And it's Porro. Now it's Simons. Trossard getting this one clear. And they've got a throw. Kudus. Chance to play it in. The cross comes in. And it's played forward. That's nice. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Calafiori shifted upfield. Ball swung in. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
It's a mighty effort! Well, the ball's come loose here. Trossard crossed in once more. Colomboani. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Spence. Pedro Porro. Oh, sweet feet. Played out to the right. Otterbeer. Tries to get it clear. Bentancur. Otterbeer closing in on goal. Saka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eze played out towards the right wing. Played back in. Trossard. Shapes to shoot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bentancur. Otterbeer. Spence. That's a good run down the left. Rice. Otterbeer. And it's Spence. Love Kudus! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's there to get rid. This interception possession. His positioning was spot on. Defending of the desperate variety. Trossard. Timber. Very nicely done. Zubimendi. Timber. Great run on the overlap here. That's tidy. Timber's cross. He can get that clear. So what can they make of this? He's shifting through the gears here. Saliba. Gabriel. Out to the left it goes. Oh, easy pickings there. Calafiori is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that's well seen too. Saliba. Saka. Timber forwards and with intent. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the counter is on. And it's Toro. Who played through for the wide man. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. Kudus's cross. That's going to go a long way. Arsenal have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Played into the middle. Cleared without complication. Simons. Oh, good spread. That's good play. Pedro Porro tries a cross. Oh, it's come loose. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bentancur. Odobert. Spread out to the left. Climbs up big! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Colomwani really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Xavi Simons. Kudus knocks it out wide. There's the shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Timber. Saka. Colomwani did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Short changes him with that pass. Jose. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Shooting chance! They've done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Danso. And it's Spence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gabriel, Trossard, Rice, Zubimendi, good-looking ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Jose, and he cuts out the supply. Spence. Always onto this. Otterbeer. Cross goes in, gets his head on it! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Pedro Porro. Kudus. Bentancur. Out to the right. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Otterbeer. And it's Spence. Now it's a real chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Calmly anticipates. Van der Ven, gently done. Simons. Otterbeer. Pedro Porro. And it's Eze. Searching pass he's played there. Udogi gets it away. And here's Eze. Is there any support? He might not need it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Pedro Porro attempts a clearance. Trossard delivers with whip. Udogi. Eze. Aim forwards. Vicario sends that a long way. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. And he's heaved it away. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Bentancur. Otterbeer. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly, gently done. The final 5 minutes. Caresses it through. Pedro Porro gets across to intercept that. And it's Simons. Udogi. Eze. Saliba. Gabriel. Lewis Skelly. Danso cuts out the pass. Simons. Pedro Porro. Kudus. Saliba tries to clear.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Otobert ploughing through the middle. Lewis Skelly. Now it's Simons. Otobert. Timber gets rid without sophistication. And it's Kudus. It's run loose here. Gabriel. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Oh, this looks sharp. The pass is intercepted. Eze. That's really well manoeuvred. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kudus tries to dink it through. And it's Simons. Over to the left. That's not going to find its target. That'll be a throw-in. Pedro Porro. Time to deliver. Simon takes a shot! And that has been cleared. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. It's a loose ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Pedro Porro. Some good work on the right flank here. That has been cut short. Lewis Skelly. Trossard. Gabriel. Moved on forwards. And it's Kudus. Here's Xavi Simons. That's an excellent interception. Pedro Porro. Can he get onto this? And that's out of reach. So that's it. It is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performer.